Good day, dear viewers and all learners. Today we're going to go further on the same topic titled Bearings and Distances. But briefly, we would like to take a look at the magnetic compass. It's an instrument. What is the use of magnetic compass? A magnetic compass is an instrument used to find the direction, that is the location of any object. Who are those who actually make use of it? We have the pilots, we have the sailors, they make use of it. We have the surveyors, the quantity surveyors also make use of it, to mention a few. The pointed needle on that instrument always point to the north direction, which is 0 degrees. That is the reference point. That 0 degree always referred to as the what? The reference point. So if we are going to measure as far as it is on bearing, we take the clockwise direction. And that point, which is standing as the north, is always 0 degrees Celsius. As soon as the compass helps us to locate the north, then we can now read where the east is, where the west is, and definitely the south. And that is that about that instrument. Now we're going to go further by taking a look at location of positions of objects using bearings. How do we do this? We have two methods. There are two methods of describing directions from the reference point, which is the 0 degrees, that is the north. The two methods are the acute angle or the compass bearing. You can call it acute angle bearing or compass bearing. The second one is the 3 digits or the surveyor's method. But today in this class, we're going to dwell on the first one, which is the A, that is the acute angle bearing or the compass bearing. It involves using the acute angle that the line connecting the object to the reference point makes with the north, east, west, or south. So these are the few things we need to know under this particular topic, which is bearing and distance. And the major area now has to do with the position, the positions of objects using the bearings. Now we're going to discuss majorly today on this, that is the bearing on the acute angle of the compass bearing. Now let's take a look at the calculations and see some of the examples. Examples under our calculation, we have state the bearings of the objects A, B, and C below. Now, to read this, I have with me here a compass. Under the practical aspect, we have a compass. And this compass could be used to measure when it comes to the accurate reading of the angles. On our books, we have the small exercise book in a mathematical set which could be used. But this one is majorly meant for the board. I just want you to take a look at this and see what precisely is on it. Here we have 90 degrees, which is perpendicular. 90 degrees, perpendicular. This way, we come from 0 and we move anti-clockwise. And this way, we move clockwise. So this is anti-clockwise and this is clockwise. So that is the reading. Thank you. Now let's proceed further, taking a look at these examples. So in this example, which is our first example, to read the bearing of this question, according to the example, the question says states the bearing of the object A, B, and C. So we start from A, which is number 1. And number 1 is asking us to get the bearing out from this diagram. So we have here north, here we have east. That is north, far right, east. So The point A falls between the first quadrant, which is northeast. So we just write north, east. Now, what is the angle of the bearing? We are starting from north, moving down. And what angle is that? 26. So how do you read this? 26 degrees northeast. 26 degrees northeast. So it's between the northeast and it's 26 degrees starting from the north. We don't write east north. No. And this is our answer. Number 2 question. The diagram is asking us also to take a look at this, giving us 26 degrees. Now this 26 degrees is not starting from the north. And based on the bearing, what do? We look at this. Where is it? It's down here, 56 degrees. This is the point B we are asked to locate. Therefore, opposite to the north, we have south. So this is south. Now, we can use north for the reference, we can use south for the reference. But we don't use east, we don't use west. So we start from the south. So our answer is south, what? South going up to what? East. So this is east. So it's within this quadrant. So southeast. So southeast. Now, is it 56 degrees southeast? No. Please pay good attention. It's not 56 degrees southeast. Why? Because south starts from here. We read down to this side. So if you are reading from here down to this side, this is 90 degrees. So it's going to be 90 degrees minus 56. Take 1, 8. Take 6 from 10, we have 4. Take 5 from 8, we have 3. So that's 34 degrees. So our answer is 34 degrees. Southeast. Why? Why is it 34 and not 56? Because we are not reading from this place down. We are reading from south to the east. So this point now stands as 0. So how far will it go to get to B? Because from here to here is 90. So we take this from this. We are not reading east-south. We are reading south-east. So 0. When you get to 34, then you look at B. So southeast. So it's going to be 90 take away 56, and that's 34 degrees southeast. And that's our answer. So please kindly take note of this. If you are reading southeast, be careful. If you are reading northeast, be careful. If the angle given is not from the north, but from the east upward. So take note, that's when this kind of variation comes up. Let's take a look at the third question. This third question is giving us what? North. Definitely this is south. Opposite. South. Now if this is south, what happens? We're going to read this within the first, second, third quadrant. This is third quadrant. So C is in the third quadrant. We don't read north, west, south. We read southwest or southeast. We read northeast or northwest. So to read this now is to the south. So we say south. S. To the what? West. This is west. So this is west. So this is southwest. Now what is the bearing from here? Take a look at this. This is south, west. So the angle from here to here. So you just write your 69. We have nothing to take away because the angle is not from west down. It's from the south going to the west. So our final answer is 69 degrees southwest. And with this, we've come to the end of calculations based on this bearing using the acute angle, that is the compass bearing. See you in the next class when we'll take the second aspect, which is the 3 digits or the surveyor's method. Bye.